Thanks for joining into part 2 of this technique. Now that your physical body is relaxed, we will use our minds to bring our vital energy, which is a blend of the air within our bloodstream, through our body, to enter an even deeper state of relaxation. One that, if done with success, will bring your consciousness from being trapped into your body to being all-prevailing. So hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in part 3. For the second part of the technique, we're gonna do a full body scan, bringing awareness to every part of the body. So again, stay laid down with your cushion under your head and your knees relaxing down, maybe under a cushion, your spine relaxed. You can put an ankle over the other so that there is no pulling. And you can fold your hands over your abdomen by interlacing your fingers. So this is more of a visual meditation. So imagine your brain as being within your skull. Imagine an actual brain, gray with its 2 lobes and the little lobe at the back, the cerebellum. Imagine and feel the brain there. Think about this usually gray brain start becoming more pink in hue as you think more of it, increasing blood flow towards it. It is believed that by turning your attention Godwards in the body, the whole body can become healed and regenerated. Next, imagine that the blood which was warming in your brain, that was so relaxing, pours down from the frontal portion of the cerebellum into your forehead, into your eyes, and into your temples. Go through the same procedure until you obtain an inner sense of warmth, tingling, and relaxation. Next, pass in contemplation downwards to the ears, thinking also of the middle and the inner ear with all its intricate mechanisms. Go to the cheeks of the face, go to the nose. Try to pause until the appropriate reactions and sensations are noted clearly in your consciousness. Now bring the blood in your imagination, the mouth, the gums, and the teeth. Now bring it to the tongue, to the chin, the angles of the jaw. And now this procedure having been applied to the whole head, including the back of the head, you should pause for a little while to become completely aware of the whole sensation of the head. By now, the entire body should have begun to lose its tensions, for since the brain is a neurological center of the whole psychosomatic organism, as it relaxes, so also will all the subsidiary parts relax. So the next is the next area to be considered. You should visualize the windpipe or the pharynx and larynx and trachea area. Focus on the muscles and glands in the front, side, and back of the neck. Imagine them as being bathed in this relaxing, warm blood that is being gently warmed by its heat and thus made to relax. As the hypertonicity begins to loosen, pass the intention to the powerful muscles of the shoulders and shoulder joints. Pay great attention to these, for they are usually very tense for most modern people. Hypertension and sensitivity of the trapezium are one of the characteristic symbols of people living in the cities, and it is one of the prices we pay for modern life. Let the attention slowly wanders from the shoulder, down the arms, to the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands and fingers. Remain in each one as long as you want, feeling the sensation of warmth and tingling there, telling each part with its definiteness to relax. return to the imagination and to the shoulders. Visualize the entire thoracic cage. This consists of the ribs connected to the sternum or breastbone in front and to the spine at the back. Separate from the abdominal cavity below the diaphragm. Within the chest box are several large and important organs. The bronchi, the lungs, the heart, and the great arteries and veins leading in and from it. There are powerful muscles also between the ribs that aid this respiratory function. Just make a simple picture of this box with the thorax and begin to feel that slowly the blood pours into every artery, arteriole, and capillary. The muscles which comprise the walls of these vessels relax, enabling them to convey large quantities of blood, even more than before. Because of this increased blood supply, a greater warmth is being generated in the thorax, resulting in a generally diffused sense of relaxation. So far as the abdomen and pelvis is concerned, a similar technique is to be followed. Thinking of the large area which includes the individual organs that you know to be there, feel the warm descent of the blood, and experience fully the sensation of aliveness that the thinking of those parts produces. As you practice, you will at first become increasingly conscious of every bodily section, becoming aware of each separate organ, rather as one does of each tooth during an acute toothache. This sensation is succeeded by a complete cessation of sensory awareness. The relaxed portion, formerly standing out so clearly to consciousness, will fade utterly from sight. Eventually, consciousness of the body as a whole vanishes entirely, and a stillness remains. Having completed the irrigation of the pelvic area, imagine the live stream of blood dividing into two powerful rivers, each sweeping down one hip and thigh. Consider the thigh as far down as the kneecap, in a manner similar to that applied to all other portions of the body, until you become aware of the warmth and relaxing of those muscles. Then, pass downwards with the mind to the ankle, and finally to the tips of the toes. Become fully aware of each minute part of the body becoming absolutely flooded by the bloodstream, which enables it to undergo this needed release from hypertensiveness. As time goes on, less time will be necessary to induce this relaxation, and eventually you will be able, just by thought alone, to get there in a matter of a few minutes. So practicing this regularly will help you become more relaxed instantly. This sense of ease that you are now feeling and this relief from bodily tension is likely to become so intense that you might fall asleep. This result should not be combated, for it will pass away in a short while. It seems that most of us, over long periods of time, have so thoroughly identified ourselves with bodily activity that when finally such activity ceases, there is nothing for the mind to attach to. Therefore, its activity has to undergo an eclipse. Sleeping ensues as a logical result. This refreshing sleep of relaxation should not be interfered with. It is just as well for the student to let sleep come as he relaxes. In a short time, as he becomes more and more expert in irrigating the bodily organs and relaxing it, he will learn to separate himself in consciousness from his body, so that when eventually the body does relax and enter the sleep state, he as a mind will remain alert and wide awake. This strange phenomenon usually arises at this juncture. So completely does the body relax, that all body consciousness disappears. One is simply not aware that there is such a thing in the body. One is a mind only conscious and thinking, aware of self and its ideas. So next we will go to part 3 of this technique.